guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Surya, your favorite sewing friend, and today I'm going to attempt to do some sort of thrift flip or a quick fix or change of a dress that I thrifted a while back. I really like the dress. It has a really cool print on it, but the cut is like a v-neck cut, which I'm not really feeling. I want it to be straight neck with some straps. So I'm gonna find out today if I can fix it. Firstly, also figure out how to fix it while I'm doing that. Yeah, so I'll show you what the dress looks like on. It honestly is a really nice dress. Like, I really love the print. I really like this twist detail here, and the hem is really cute. It's like a sort of some sort of handkerchief sort of thing going on. So the back of the dress is like this. It's a simple v-neck. So this is the dress on me. Also, like, it doesn't really fit my arm area very well. So this is, yeah, look, what is that? I mean, there's nothing wrong with like some fat here around your arms, like I don't really care, but it just feels uncomfortable. So if I cut it straight across and just create straps, then I eliminate this section here, which is like the cause of the digging in my arm. Alternatively, obviously you could try to create a bigger armhole, but then still it's a v-neck, so I don't like it. So gonna put some spaghetti straps in, straight neck, see how we go. Fingers crossed, because I like this dress. I don't want to mangle it. I feel like I will mangle it. Like, pray to the sewing gods that this turns out not mangled. Okay, so I'm sort of ready to cut this. It's from Rockman's. It is a size 10. I got this from Vinnie's, I think, for like $7. Everything at Vinnie's for some reason is $7. So I'm so scared. I'm very scared. What is this made out of? Because I bought a pressing cloth at Lincraft yesterday just to prevent this fabric from melting in my hands. So 100% polyester lining, 100% polyester. Do not soak, do not tumble dry, line dry, cool iron. Yes, good thing I brought that pressing cloth. I think my iron is meant to be like intelligent ironing, so there's no like settings on it. Tell the iron that it's polyester. It's meant to just figure it out itself. I don't know how it does it. So far I've been using it and it seems like it does figure it out, but the majority of my things are cotton. So I'll use the pressing cloth just to be sure. Okay, so first things first, cut using scissors. So I don't know if you can see, but I've put in lines across to the edge of the armhole and to the other side to cut. They are pretty wonky, so I'm already not very confident that I can do this well. I did the same on the back. So number one, I'm gonna cut it and then I'm going to stay stitch it to keep the lining in place, and from there I'm going to try to figure out a way to make some facing. Moment of truth, guys. Moment of truth. Oh, I'm so scared. It's just so nice and I don't want to wreck it. I put so many lines in this. Okay. Oh god, I'm so scared. Okay, let's just gonna cut one section, not both of them at the same time. Oh my god, oh my god. This is a nightmare. An actual nightmare. Oh god. I can already see it not being straight. Goodbye. Okay, well, it's done. Very unstraight. Let me see what I can do with this to salvage straps. And now it's taken apart. Oh gosh. Yeah, whatever, it looks straight now. So, yep, I'm gonna stay stitch this now. Okay, so I just finished off cutting up the top half of this. Stay stitched it, and then I just overlocked the raw edges. So I'm going to now have to draft the facing on this and also the straps from the cut-offs that I have here. So see how much I have of that. If not, then I'll just try to make it out of the fabric that I got from Lincraft. Plain black cotton from Lincraft. And I also got fusible interfacing or iron-on interfacing. What is this? I think it's medium weight. I got some extra needles because I need some. And a pressing cloth. Interfacing. So I started out by thinking that I could simply trace around the top half of the dress and make a facing from there. That was 100% dumb. So extremely inaccurate. I created two very wonky rectangles, and when I cut them out and tested it against the neckline, it was off by a good like 4 centimeters. Therefore, I recommend to actually measure the length of the front neckline and back neckline. And once you've got the front length, divide it by 2 and draw a simple rectangle. Mine was about 5 centimeters wide. And then do the same with the back length. I divided it by 2 because I wanted to cut on the fold, but you could definitely cut on the full if you wanted to. Also, ignore the fact that my front facing is slanting inwards on one side. That's not a good thing. I don't know why I did that. It seemed like a good idea at the time, so just ignore that and create a rectangle shape with proper straight lines. So once I had figured out the length of the front and back facing, well, as close to it as possible, I cut it out in black cotton fabric, pin the back and front pieces together and pin it to the dress just to make sure that it was the right size. I had to actually trim off just a little bit. And then I placed the front and back pieces on some iron-on interfacing and then cut that out. Once I did that, I started to iron it out, and yeah, your facing should be done. Okay, so I'm gonna put my facing aside while I work on the straps. So I've got this. Okay, so this is what I've got. This is one of the arms slash neck. So there you go. Spread it out. And I think I'll just cut here and then fold it and make a thin strap of sorts. I might need to add some black material at the ends to make it longer, but let's see how it goes. Yes, so that was the plan. I tried to make straps out of the leftover arm slash neck area, and that went badly. So firstly, the dress is actually made up of a front facing fabric and then a lining fabric, 2 fabrics. So when I cut into it to make some straps, it became super wonky and fiddly because there were 2 bits of fabric dangling together by the shoulder seam. A normal person would have separated these 2 fabrics and just used one. But I'm not normal, and I thought I could just, sew them together and then loop turn them right side out and make straps. Nope, did not work. The straps were way too thin. So the loop turner got stuck, and here I am struggling. Also, side note, just in case you're wondering, my iron is totally intelligent. At least I think it is, because it didn't melt my fabric and I didn't use a pressing cloth. So if you're looking for an iron, this Philips Perfect Care Power Life iron seems quite good. It is blue. That is all. Anyway, so after my first attempt at straps failed, I decided to use the cotton fabric and make slightly larger straps. I cut out 2 long strips of fabric, about 3 centimeters wide, pressed them, sewed them together, right sides facing, although in this case I couldn't really tell which one was the right or wrong side. And then I cut them in half so I would have 4 straps in total to turn right ways out. So here I am trying again to use the loop turner, which was again completely useless and garbage. Round 2. Ugh. Well, it goes through real easy because this is much bigger. Then just have to grab part of this. God, I hate loop turners so much. How does one even make the loop work? Maybe I should just use a safety pin instead. I think a safety pin would be more useful than this. Ugh. Let's do a safety pin. So the loop turner is rubbish. I'm going to use this safety pin instead. I'm going to... Wait, how do I use the safety pin? You just pin it here. Alright, I think I figured it out. So this needs to come out of the end, so I have to cut that off. Go far way down. Take safety pin, and then you kind of, so you got the safety pin in the back of whatever, and then you kind of smush it in this way. So I'm gonna just start wriggling this in. Ah. So that was a much easier way to loop turn than what I was doing with that loop turner. So yay, 1 loop down. I've got 3 more to go. Ah, my camera's back. Also, finally made 4 loops. Oh my god, that took so long. My fingers hurt. Safety pin, best ever. Loop turner, not fun. So I'm probably never going to use this again, but I will always use safety pins. Although I feel like the loop turner would be really good for things that are really thin. Although I did try it on this original strap, which was very thin, and that like failed miserably. So just make your straps a little bit thicker and you should be fine. So I'm going to press these, and then I'm going to attach them to the dress, and then try to stick on that facing. Okay, so this is how the dress looks like now. I obviously cut off the neckline. I put some straps on it. I'm just working out placement now. I think this is a good placement. I have to try it on. And then of course the back is also straight. So, oh my god, it's so wobbly. I might have to put these a bit further in. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Straps here. It's looking the way I want it to look. The only thing I noticed was I didn't cut this properly, so it, like, what is that? It just pokes up, so I need to trim that, make it stay down. Yeah, so I'm gonna sew on these, or base stitch these, and then I'm gonna do the facing, but I need to also fix this armpit situation. Ugh. So I'm gonna do that. So I pinned the facing all around. Yeah, I had to trim a bit and sort of rework it at the back and sides and stuff because it was wrong. But I think it should be okay. So I'm just gonna sew it, see how it goes. If it works, it works. Nah. I pretty sure my bobbin's gonna run out, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna run out. So I don't know how my bobbin has survived this long with the amount of thread that has left, but I managed to sew the whole thing all the way around. So I'm just going to trim back the excess and then top stitch on the front side to hold it in place. So now that I've pressed it so that the facing is upwards, I'm just gonna go in and do an edge stitch along the facing side. God, I need to like learn what the actual terminology is for this so I can tell you guys what I'm doing, but basically stitching on the facing top side. Let me show you. So you can stitch on this side, right, so that the edge or whatever is like sitting against it. I don't know, look, it just makes it sit nicer. So just press so that this seam allowance is pressed upwards against this, then you'll stitch it, like edge stitch really close to the seam line, and then you will fold it in and press again, and it should sit good. Ah, finally, my bobbin has run out. Ugh. Baha, done. Now, a moment of truth. I need to iron this the right way and then try it on and see if it actually looks any decent. So I'm gonna do that, fingers crossed, or else I have nothing to wear to this Christmas party that I meant to be going to, which is I have to leave in like 10 minutes. You guys, it doesn't look that bad. I don't know if you can tell. It does, it still kind of looks a bit weird, but this is a bit gapey. I probably have to fix that at some point. Other than that, it turned out exactly how I wanted it to look. So yeah, now I just have a strappy dress. Ta-da! I hope you enjoyed watching me create or upcycle this dress here from making it a v-neck into a straight neck dress with straps. I found this process to be fairly quick, although for me I did have trouble with the actual straps and everything and figuring that out. So lesson learned, if you're gonna make spaghetti straps, just make them big enough to either one, put this loop turner through, I hate this thing, or a safety pin. So I'm probably never gonna make super thin spaghetti straps ever again. I will probably just be making normal size straps and these ones were fine. I kind of am sad that I didn't get to try to at least use the leftover fabric to make the straps match the dress, and I feel like I should have probably got some sort of polyester material to match, but you can barely tell that it's cotton on polyester, so whatever. Also, if you're going to make one of these dresses and you're going to cut off the neckline and make it into a straight neck like me, just be mindful of cutting across all the way across. You'll probably end up having to sort of do a little dip here in the armhole, because as before I just cut straight across and there was this like flap thing here which was like extremely unflattering, so I had to go in and sort of, I don't know if you can see this, but basically don't just go straight across, like kind of dip as well on the sides so that it flatters your armhole a bit better, or yeah, it doesn't look weird when it's like standing up here. So that is the dress. I actually did upcycle it and then I wore it straight out to a Christmas party after that. Yes, that was kind of fun. And that's it. So thank you so much for following along. If you have any tips or tricks to make this experience less stressful than it already was, please leave your comments in the section below. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you want to see more of my adventures, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!